Death. My dog's got a stinkiness to her. Sometimes she smells like her fur smells fantastic. She doesn't smell like a dog, but every now and then she's got like a funny sort of fishy kind of smell to her, and we're not entirely sure what it's coming from. She's a sweetheart though. When I start sniffing around, she's just like, she's very cooperative. Alright, where did I leave off? Brio. I left off... we use dog shampoo. She doesn't need bathing that very often though. I've only given her, I think, 2 baths. She really is super clean. Oh, that shit is loud. Turn here. Okay. So I have no idea what I was doing last time. I haven't played in like 2 months. Hello, Suma. Let's see. Craft a warp cell. I guess that's the only mission that I left off on. Craft a warp cell. And of course, do not succumb to the elements. Nope. She's poking me. Yeah, I think it's bad for their skin more than their fur. I'm not exactly sure why that is. I have no idea what sort of difference it makes really, but I would just assume buy dog shampoo and all that anyway. She is super cute, thank you. I think she's fantastic. So, I need Heridium and Electron Vapor, Suspension Fluid. I don't think I have. I gotta purchase Suspension Fluid, apparently. Not sure if they even... I mean, I don't really play this very goal-driven. I just like to survive and do my thing. So, those are twice as expensive as normal. So fuck buying that in this system, except I have to in this system. Yeah, so I have to buy one. Unless... yeah, I think I do. Alright, whatever. What I need to check. So... do I have... yeah, nanite cluster stack there. Yep. Yeah, if you die in permadeath, your shit is completely gone. It deletes the save file. So you have to be pretty cautious. It's actually really hard to start. A lot of people, I think, like, not many people play permadeath just because the start is really grueling. It ends up not quite to start the game, but the beginning is really tough. You have to know how to optimize your movement. You have to know exactly how to find what you're looking for. You have to, I mean, you have to know exactly what you're doing. And this game file only has, this save file only has 2 hours on it, so it's pretty, I'm still struggling for basic resources, but it's not like it was. So I gotta kind of get my bearings here. I have a shielding shard, which isn't too necessary yet. I have zinc, iridium. Oh, let's just go fly around for a bit. Oh, yes. This game is the shit. It's freaking awesome how much they've improved it already. I can't wait for the next update. Da-da-dee-da. I'm not really heading anywhere in particular. I should probably think about what I'm doing. Ship doesn't consume fuel, thank goodness, but not when you're just flying. I don't think I can blow those up from here. Oh yeah, I have rockets. That's good. Photon cannon, rockets. Oh. Yeah, you know what's hardcore is the last time that I played this, I got into a fight with, I think, 2, maybe 3 ships, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in this game. It took me like 30 minutes of really careful flight, of strafing, and like I had to dodge a whole bunch of shit in this asteroid belt. It was really, really wicked. And I barely scraped out, I barely survived. But I did it. There's a base. I could start a base there if I want to. Not really. And I plan to, when the new update comes out, I'm gonna restart, so I'm not super attached to this save file. If I were to die, it would just be like, oh well, yeah, it happens. Oh yeah, it's tougher now than it was before too. It used to be so basic that people hated it because it was just like there was no reward to it. But now it is really tough. You have to line up your sights. You have to follow like a reticle that traces them when they're curving through stuff. You have to actually dogfight, and it is really hard. I don't see a beacon here. There's one right there. I don't know. Did I get the... I can't tell which controller I'm using. I have 2 controllers, and one is better for first-person stuff, and one is better for platforming and things like that. Sony needs to just make consistent controllers. It seems like they all have some kind of weird little defect that makes them not comfortable for one thing or another. Granted, I'm very picky, I guess. Maybe more picky than most. I hope they do more puzzles, because these things are like, these aren't very good puzzles. Cycle to the left one, so it's gonna have a 9 in this spot. Yeah, I hope that they add a whole bunch more of those puzzles, but they do like, I don't know. I hope they add just a whole bunch of different types of puzzles. I'm sure they, like, if not, they'll probably do something to make that more worthwhile. It still has, like, I mean, they've improved the game so dramatically that it's hard to even, like, I can't sit here and criticize it really and say, like, well, it doesn't have this or that, because it's just, like, it's a different game than they launched. It really is. And it's incredible, so why focus on the shit that doesn't... No, they don't really get harder. They're mainly just the exact same thing, where it's like, it has a couple of digits of numbers and they shift, and you have to see the pattern. And there's very little variance to it. I hope that Excuse me. I hope that they, I should stop running around like a lost person. It takes up resources. Okay, so I bought a suspension fluid. I need to create antimatter, electron vapor. Okay, so there's the next step. Now I create antimatter. What was that? I forgot what the... Yeah, create antimatter. Okay. So... Oops. I need to craft that. I thought I did last time. But stamina enhancement goes a long way. I swear I did craft it. I know I did. I put it in... Where did I put it? I swear to God I crafted that. Yeah, they're different, like, it didn't used to have separate packets, or slots on your backpack, so now you have, like, cargo. These are 1,000, I believe 1,000. They have 1,000 slots, like your ship, not your little ship, but your freighter, if you get a freighter. Then you have technology slots, which is just for, you know, upgrades. Then you have your general inventory for all your other shit. I'm so confused. I swear to God I crafted that. Whatever. I'll do it in a little while. I need to make antimatter, so we need iridium. And in order to find that, signal booster, I think that's what I need. Yeah, should be a signal booster. And I should look for a resource deposit. How far is it? How far is it? It's not telling me yet. Okay, that's not too far. It's not far enough that I'm gonna land my ship there and waste fuel. That's a wreck. Unless I lose the base, then I suppose it would be far enough. I think it's right there. Nope, that's a trading post. That's not it. Where the hell was it? Is that it? No. Is there a landing beacon? So you do, because of the resource cost of taking off, do they always have that machine? No. I think maybe they did, but I don't remember. It's like, it's tough to really say what they had and what they didn't when they introduced things, because it's just been, I mean, I remember a time when they were releasing like a new update every couple of weeks that had, you know, some new feature or some new thing, and it was a really very active period when they were upgrading the game. And then they haven't, I mean, it's been like 9 months since they upgraded it, so this update they're releasing is supposed to be huge. Okay. Okay, where the fuck did I just come from? I should have probably put a marker down. Oh, is that it? I don't think that's it either. No, it's not. Whatever, where's a landing beacon? I don't want to waste my plutonium. I might just do it. Especially since I'll have to traverse the landscape in daytime when it's hot. That'll cost me zinc and shielding shards anyway. Okay. Whatever, I'll just go land. Oh, That's got to have a landing beacon. That one surely does that. Oh, landing pad, even better. Okie dokie. Let's do this. It's already hot. I think the sun's coming up. Hey, carbon, plutonium though. Thamium. I should be using my scanner. There's a zapper over there and some thamium over here. So yeah, when I was talking earlier about knowing how to move efficiently, it includes stuff like using the dash and the jetpack together, so that like this distance right here, I can just go, and I'm moving about twice as quick as you can run. And the reason you do that is because it consumes your, what do they call it? It's like your energy. It consumes energy when you move. And it does it, like you can see the bar on the bottom there, it's got 2 arrows if I'm running, 1 arrow if I'm walking, and then 3 arrows if you're in the air. But it doesn't scale linearly, so if you're like moving really quickly, it takes less resources to move the same distance if you move really fast. So that's one part of it. There's also like, you know, obviously here's something is like finding little nooks where you can hide away from the weather, or the radiation, or but oh yeah, let's see. Oh. Well, I know you can turn it on that way. I thought there was another way to turn on the flashlight. But another part of it is like understanding how to traverse the landscape to follow the geometry of it. Yeah. I really like this game. It cracks me up. So many gamers are still like, "Oh, No Man's Sky, it's the joke of the industry." It's like, you don't know shit. You just parrot everything you hear. Oh, okay. I'm full. Oh, go ahead and move that over and carbon. Just dump it for now. I mean, it's not a perfect game. There's plenty to fix, but it's my favorite game. Straight up. Absolutely, 100%. Like, the only, damn it, giving it another, yeah, it's true. And it's soured, like, so many people played it. The thing that kills me is most of the people who hate the game haven't played more than 20 minutes of it, tops. And they have it in their head, every landscape looks the same, there's no point to the game, there's no story, there's no this and that and the other, and it's like, you clearly don't know what you're talking about, because it has all the shit that you just put in your stupid list. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather, like, I mean, it'd be nice if the game got the recognition it deserves, but, I love it. That's all that matters to me. I think it's got really excellent survival mechanics. The permadeath mode is fantastic. It has fantastic crafting, fantastic base building. And they've honestly, each time that they've updated it, they've been putting more each update to this game was on the level that you could have expected Bungie to charge $25 for each one, and they've done it for free just because they feel like they owe the community. And Bungie, of course, like, with fucking Destiny, it was never an accident. It was never an unfortunate thing. They intentionally released that game with like a fifth of the content and then sold it to you piecemeal so they could get $180 for each person from each person. And fuck that. Fuck that. I think Bungie is greedy. I think No Man's Sky or Hello Games, I think they just had a rough time. They ended up running out of money before they released it, and that's why it came out early. I mean, it came out late technically, after they had said it first would, but it wasn't ready, and they didn't have the money to keep delaying it. They just didn't have the resources. So I think what they did worked out really well. You know, it was basically a $60 early access game, which pissed off a lot of people, but I was fine because I knew that basically I kept my expectations realistic. I didn't expect them to build every feature they ever talked about because that's not how it works. You know, shit gets cut when you're building a game, when you're building real software. Not everything makes it. And a lot of gamers don't understand that. I better hurry. Oh, fuck. It's depleted. I'll use plutonium, since that's what I'm mining. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, Thamium. Let's see. I should move that away. What's carbon? Slappy plant. Those slappy plants, they get ya. They do getcha. Oops. There's zinc. Good old zinc. I know. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm gonna take refuge for a second. Oops. That did not work. I know. We're okay. Chill out. Just taking some refuge. So yeah, life support, that's what I was talking about earlier. Life support's okay, my shield's okay, and then I'm gonna zip up the side of this thing. Part of it too is that, I mean, it's mostly that people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, a lot of people don't know that you can do this, and this isn't a hack or anything, this isn't a glitch, this is totally intentional. You can zoom up any vertical wall. They did it on purpose because they didn't want people getting stuck. And that's something that, like, a lot of people, they'd play it and they'd be like, I'm in a hole and I can't get out, fuck this game. And it's like, you didn't try anything, you didn't read anything, you didn't even give a shit. Oh, these are cool looking. It looks like a giant Thamium plant. Yeah, I think this game is fucking incredible. The music, the graphics, the technology behind it, like, this is genuinely cutting edge tech. This is not shit that you see in every indie game, you know what I mean? You don't even see this in AAA games because it's too experimental. And it's well ahead of its time. I think in 10 years, when AAA studios are building humongous games, way bigger than you ever saw in Skyrim or anything else, like, there was procedural stuff in early PC games. Even Elder Scrolls, the first 2 Elder Scrolls games were hugely procedurally generated, but it was a time before they figured out how to do so much variation and how to, you know, they were able to, like, nobody had ever done spherical voxel planets. That's just totally new technology. I'm rambling. Antimatter. Now I can make a warp cell. And now I can fuel my hyperdrive. Oops. Let's check this place out before I bounce. There's a little NPC. As with many of their kind, this Corvactus projects light from around their visor, but as I look more closely, I see these not just random patterns. They've created a tiny, perfect hologram of the local star system. That's the other thing. They hired a writer about like 3 months after the game came out. They hired a writer, and the writing has been getting better and better with each update. There's just a ton of really interesting shit. Attempt to scan, ask for directions. I feel like 75% of streamers just shoot stuff and spew racial epithets. So, alter projections to highlight the planet closest to the space station. Cool. Alright, thanks buddy. Can I give you a gift? Here, have some Heridium. I don't really need dialect help, but if you want some Heridium, you should take it. You're my friend. You told me to go someplace cool. So one of the big things that I really hope that they do, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's one of the things they've been working on. I know that they're improving the creature generation, and they've improved the sounds a ton, like I said earlier. But one of the things I'm really hoping they do is... yeah, women are not nearly as terrible as men. That's just true in general across the spectrum. You can, like, when I run into women who are like misogynists or racists. I mean, you still see a lot of racist white women, but women are just like not half as terrible as men. Observatory's sterile, functional layout suggests its former overseer could have been electronic in origin. Judging by the decades-old beacon flashing on the screen, this entity left this place long ago. Well, there's a sterile overseer next to me. Anyway, let's see. Cycle left one. Yeah, see, it's the same puzzle, basically, just with different numbers. But the big thing that I hope they add is some kind of way to like capture creatures, or to have like, even if it's just holograms of things that you've scanned in your base. I want to have some way of playing fucking Pokemon, basically. Like, just, you know, gotta catch them all, kind of that mentality would be super, super cool in this game. Because they already have, like, they have this Discoveries tab, and you can see, I guess I haven't scanned any creatures. I scanned a couple. Yeah, here's some creatures. So, like, they have this little journal thing, and you can go through and look at the stuff you've collected, but you can't view them in, like, 3D, you can't rotate it, you can't see them doing their animations or whatever. What I really want is to have, you know, to be able to create, like, rooms in your base where you have these actual creatures, like, running around doing stuff. But man, they've added so much to this. Like, this whole menu is new, basically. The conflict level and economy and stuff, that's... Part of it is that they've added a ton to the game. Part of it is that they've built better interfaces to communicate what's in the game. So there's just across the board, it's better in virtually every way. Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for what they do. More than any other game studio, I trust Hello Games to do a good job. I mean, this shit is just, it's... That was really the main reason why I was so forgiving in the first place, was because I knew that they were not intentionally dishonest. They just bit off more than they could chew. And I could tell because what they actually were able to produce and to launch was already so unique and so far out of the field of what anyone else had done. I mean, fucking voxel 3D planets, spherical planets. That's just, they're huge. They're incredible. Anyway, I need to make a, I guess I have a little bit of, no, I've got some thamium. I'm okay. You do gotta be careful, though. It's easy to run out of. In Permadeath or Survival, they have, Survival and Permadeath have the same mechanics and the same resource usage. The only difference is once you die, you're dead. But, the resource consumption rate is pretty hardcore, so you have to be very watchful. And you have to scrape it up from all over the place, like these tiny little boxes. Hey, there's 7 plutonium, you know, it's like, it's not a ton, but it's enough. The operations terminal reveals an automated plea for help. A clear pattern emerges. Yeah, see, it's oh, this one's a different one. So 23 times 2 minus, I guess, yeah, I guess it'd be like 23 times 2 minus 1. Yeah, that's what it is. So 177 for 284, 280, no, that's not right. Duh. 382? 392? Would that be it? I don't know, I'm just doing it off the top of my head. I'm not super great at mental math. I've been trying to get better at it lately, though. Woohoo! Bounced off of that plant. Hey, buddy. I'm a-scanning. Don't run. Oh, that's the other thing, is, it used to be that scanning, like, there was not much purpose to scanning except to sort of feel good and to put your name on things. And now, there are a couple of different points. Like, if you scan, right now I'm just getting plutonium from these things. If I scan these plutonium crystals, I get thamium as well, because I know more about what I'm mining, so I'm able to extract better, you know, more resources from it, a better efficiency. If you scan, oh, there's a funny little generation, oops. But if you scan, so more so than easier modes. I'm not sure I understand your question. What is more so than easier modes? Oh, do you have to pay attention? But what I was saying here before I got distracted was that it used to be that scanning was not all that, you know, there wasn't all that much reason to scan stuff, and now you can actually pretty much main your character as like a scientist character that runs around scanning shit. You can make good money on it. Convergence cube. Yeah, let's save and then yes, there are definitely fewer resources, but the distribution of resources is still pretty fair. You just have to, like, know what you're looking for. You have to kind of, oh, let me in my ship. They did a really good job of making Permadeath worthwhile, because it's a lot harder. Survival/Permadeath. It's a lot harder, but it's fair. It's really, I mean, it's as good as I could have hoped for, really. So I powered this. Yeah, let's just go. Let's go. Okay, so I have to be careful leaving an atmosphere because pirates will prey on me, and it is tough. Like, if you get cornered by more than one ship, it could easily be the death of you. Oh, plus I don't have any fucking iron. Very little iron. Yeah, that's not good. That's not very good at all. I'm actually going to... I should always have some iron. It's not the same. It's not the same base. I thought that was the same one. It is not. Let's see. Don't crash. I have to have iron. That was the main reason that my last fight in space was so dangerous. I ran out of iron, and I ended up having to like dodge and run through this huge asteroid field while they were shooting at me, and the whole time I was basically trying to mine iron so I could recharge my shields. It was not an optimal situation. I couldn't run, I couldn't fight, and for most of the time I couldn't fight. I had to just try to survive, and it took a while. It was rough. Check out the lighting effects though. Like the chromatic aberration on my suit's visor, and the God rays, the crepuscular rays that are coming through the plant right here. It also looks, I don't think it's real subsurface scattering, but it sure looks good. But like those crepuscular rays, this game is gorgeous. It just blows me away that this game is so dynamic and it's so gorgeous at the same time. Alright, as soon as I've stacked up on some iron, this is PS4. I have it on PC, but unfortunately my PC is not powerful enough. It sure is great on PC though when you have a beefy machine. I played it on one in California that was like, it was a very, very capable machine, and I played the thing at, I played it at 120 hertz, and it was amazing. It was so smooth. Everything was on ultra, and it was at 120 hertz, and it just blew my fucking socks off. But even at 30 hertz, it's amazing. So whatever. The motion blur pretty much smooths it out, so it's not too bad. So that's the space station right there, and it says, I think that's the ruin that it should be the closest planet to the space station. Weird. Yeah, weird. It's not showing planets on my... Anyway, I better get the hell out of here. Let's do it. So I'm heading over to that, I don't expect it to be like too special, this ruin, but that Korvax pointed me in the direction of this planet and said, go check that thing out, so that is what I shall do. But yeah, I'm sure this game will look incredible on the Xbox One X. It should run 4K at 60 hertz. Whoosh. They still got to smooth out the when it curves around the edge of a planet like that, it's a little bit rough at the very end. They've done a great job at making the atmospheric entry better though. I mean, you can obviously, you can still see it do LOD change, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was, especially with water. Alright, so hopefully there's I don't see any immediately, but hopefully there's some iron around here, or not iron, plutonium. I swear, how did I, was it, oops, that was the right thing I wanted, but not the way I wanted to do it. There's plutonium over there. There's a shortcut for the flashlight. I just don't recall what it was. Yantri Salme's destination. The ancient marker hums at a frequency that burrows deep into my being, filling me with voices of the Korvax echoes. Okay, it's another language node. I am gonna go and snatch that plutonium. Did I get the, there should have been 3 of those little cylindrical, I think I might have skipped one. Where's the second one? Or not 3? Okay, maybe just 2. Let's go get that plutonium. This planet is a cold one. Oh, that's not plutonium. It's just glowing iron. Yeah, yep, you called it. That's just some underground, but there is thamium over there and right here. That's good. I'll get that. Thamium is super useful when you're trying to not starve. And plutonium. That's good. So resource-wise, it was worth it, even if I don't find any plutonium here. I mean, plutonium is pretty plentiful. Ooh. I don't want to be out here fiddling with inventory. Nanite clusters, go. Plutonium, go. Let's see. Thamium. And that's good enough. The main thing in this system was that I was able to get a warp cell. I really gotta craft a new, I need carbon, I think was what it was, to craft the additional, yeah, carbon, yep. So, should be, I don't think, can I zap that? Yeah, okay. That'll do. Nice fuzzy looking plant. That's a good texture. Let's see. I think I'll zap an extra one just to be sure. Let's see. Technology. Ooh. Goody gumdrop. Oosh, there goes all my... So yeah, on survival and permadeath, you definitely want to land at the landing beacons or the landing pads, or it sucks up all your fuel to take off once. Anyway, I think that's all I needed to check out here. I don't think there's probably... there doesn't seem to really be anything to... Okay. I'll go and check out the space station real quick, and then head on to the next system. Functionally, no. Landing pads and beacons work. I mean, there's a difference in what is the word I'm thinking? In frequency. So you'll find a lot more landing beacons, and they're just a little red R2-D2 looking thing that sticks out of the ground. Landing pads are much rarer. And the nice thing about landing pads is that wherever you find one, it's a guarantee that there will be a trading terminal, just like this thing I'm using right here, inside of the building that you land next to. That's the only difference, though. I don't really, there's nothing here. I mean, what I need to do is check and see if bounties are available yet. I don't think they are. I don't really have anything to barter with, but... Teach me language, please. It makes us buddies. Communication is good. Yeah, I'm probably closer to, we'll be humble. We'll go for humble but realistic beat trader. Hey, cool. Positron ejector. I haven't used that before. Yeah, yep, that's true. You do also find travelers at landing pads, and you can trade with them or buy their ships, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've put in well over 600 hours in this game from all the way from day one. I literally played it 20 minutes after it came out, and it's funny to me that after all that time playing, there's just a ton of stuff I still haven't seen. Oh, I got you. Yeah, see, for instance, I haven't run into those since the 1.3 update. I mean, I've played it quite a bit, but I haven't actually played with portals. So that is a new one for me. Let's see. I don't think I don't have any. I mean, I've got a few nanites, but the main thing is I don't really want to go upgrading my crappy ship and crappy weapon, or at least I don't want to put a bunch of nice. That's pretty cool looking. I'm not a big fan of the giant intercooler, but the coloring scheme's nice. It's either absurdly expensive or it's oh my goodness. That's a good ship, but it's way out of my league. Yeah, 75 million. Me and my 43,000 over here. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, this is a new Permadeath file. I've only put about 3 hours onto it now. I think I still don't have bounties. Yep, no bounties. Gestures apologetically. I'm not even sure. So much has changed since I first started playing that it's kind of like I don't have it down to a science. A lot of people are like, here's how you create farms that generate the most income per hour, and I'm just kind of like, it's an adventure. I'll generate income as I go. I'm not hell-bent on having the biggest everything. Oh, shit. There's a big old fight going on out there. At least it looks like it. Those are all red. Oh, okay. I'm getting out of here. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, shit, are you kidding me? Wait a sec. Oh, okay, never mind. Nope. That's just to charge it. You don't actually have to do... I shouldn't have to charge it to just go to another system here. Let's see. Journey start. That's interesting. It marks the first place that I was. So 95 light years, out of jump range. Yeah, they upgraded the crap out of this. This venue used to not even have. It didn't have planets on it. It didn't have system info like conflict or economy info. It's really just amazing how much they've done to improve the game since they first released it. That sounds dangerous. Maybe it's just the music. It's got me paranoid. shouldn't be my shield.
Whatever.
Oh, let's see. Follow Starship automatic guidance. Okay. Well, that works. They've done a really good job of making it more guided. I mean, I don't care if it's guided or not. I mean, I'm glad it's not on rails. But, it never bothered me that the game never said, hey, here's where you go, here's what you do. I just play it like an adventure. I just go have a nice time anyway. But that did bother a lot of people. Just like Minecraft, a lot of people just don't jive with it. And so they've done a good job of kind of making it guide the player. Oh, poor fella got bitten. Got a bite mark. Claw marks right there. I don't have carbon. That's what I should do, probably. Pretty sure it wants carbon. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that works. Give me a little stack of units. What I should do is go find a base. Makes funny smells. I don't know what the Gek would like. Probably... I'm gonna guess Iridium? That works. Enable hazard protection. Well, he didn't slap me across the room, that's good. Oxide, oh, interesting. Interesting. I wonder if they, I think I already sold the Corvex cube. Silly me. Whatever. Whatever. Let's go find stuff on the planet down there. I'm actually gonna briefly check the bounty board, see if they're open yet. So how much have you played of No Man's Sky, Caleb? No bounty board yet. It's a shame. Most of the time that I spent playing was before 1.3. I think after 1.3 I've only put in maybe 20 hours. But between release and 1.3 I put in a ton of time. That is my damn shield, but I'm confused. Can I not? What? Oh, right on. Yeah. Lucky you, honestly. It's nice to... I would think it's nice to, like, jump in after they fix the game up a lot. When they first released it, I mean, I was never pissed off. I already went on a rant about this earlier. It never bothered me, because I felt like I had realistic expectations, but it was definitely not ready for release. You know, it was very unstable, unbalanced. It was, just incomplete. My ship is not happy, and it doesn't seem to be my shield. Whatever. But yeah, it was a rough release. It really was. Oh, that planet's gorgeous. Whoa. Yeah. To be honest, though, even when they first released it, it really was incredible. I mean, it was, like I said, super incomplete, but everything that was here, just for people like me, it was great, because I mostly just care about exploration. Of course, now that there's Permadeath, I do enjoy playing that, but know, I like to just put headphones on and explore and totally get into it. I am tempted. That's a pretty cool looking freighter. I'm tempted to get myself in trouble. Yeah, this planet looks gorgeous. It's a toxic planet. I'm tempted to try to steal from these things. I better not. I better get the hell out of here. Some pirate's gonna come for me. I don't have a... What? There's a bounty on my head. No, I'm good. No way in hell you're getting 10,000 units off of me. Thanks. Ship. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Obtained warp fuel source. Yeah, 16. Yeah, sure. I remember when the, oops. Am I too... Yeah, I guess I'm too close. Go! Run for it! When they first were doing the ARG, I remember 16 was a huge... It was of huge importance. Yes, I do have a bounty on me. At least that's what the little Gek told me. But you can jump through the atmosphere, and usually they won't follow you. Sometimes they do, but once they do, you can typically like jump out and try to get away. So that's off planet. It's no good chasing that right now. I should find some resources here. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, there's a relic or shrine or whatever. I don't remember what they call it. I mean, I'm not too hell-bent on, some of them are cool. I think these ones are just for words, but, yeah, whatever, let's do it. I'll land, see, I'm gonna land here without a beacon. That's one reason that I don't usually do these, because there's no beacon here to prevent me from consuming a bunch of fuel when I try to take off, but... I believe, yeah, you should be able to recall your ship to a beacon or a landing pad with just the bypass chip. I think it doesn't cost fuel. Plus, there's plutonium. Anyway, what's fun is just landing and then taking off and finding a place to recall your ship. What the hell was that? That was goofy. Cool planet, though. I don't know why I've got a bounty on me. I didn't do anything. I'm just ugly. Hunter, stay in the hell away from that thing. That thing will knock the shit out of me. Like, those are... The creatures do way more damage if they're huge. So, that thing would be a huge threat. I'll scan these other ones. I can hop back in my ship if the toxicity gets too bad. I think that one's another hunter. They're running like a hunter. Nope. It's timid. That's weird. Did I get all those ones? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I didn't... Apparently you can scan your ship. Did you see the, I guess, did you hear, Caleb, the new audio tape, or new audio log that dropped just, I think, 2 days ago? They released a preview of the new sounds for, it's basically someone's play session, but all you hear, all you are able to experience from it is just the audio. I didn't see any video. Oh, yeah, it's good. You can tell they've completely revamped the creature sounds, and it's like some of those creatures sounded like friggin' dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. So I'm excited. I'm really excited because I've been waiting for them to I mean, they've been improving the generation systems for a while. That's not new, but the sounds have always kind of been lacking. I'm gonna rest up first, because I'm pretty damn sure it still doesn't shield you when you're reading those. And since I'm playing Permadeath, I would like to not find out. But, yeah, the sounds are really good. A lot of it sounds pretty much the same. The blaster has, like, a distinctly Star Wars kind of feel to it. It's not quite so tinny. It's got a much deeper, more resonant sort of pew. It's one little thing that's got me excited, because I feel like the sound in this game is hugely underrated. The creatures are a little bit whiny. They all sound like orcas. But, monster growl when I'm flying. Are you talking about the sounds the ship makes itself? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Alright, let's go and, oh, yeah, I gotta get that plutonium. Oh, fuck! No. No, sir. See, that thing took half of my health in one hit. I am not doing that. What the hell was it? It was that guy right there. Yep, that thing is a hunter. Oh, interesting. I haven't heard that, I think. I'll bet you one of the other things they do, because I know that it's something the community's been crying for about a year and a half. I'll bet they do space whales. I place my palm on the monolith and stand back when it melts in response to my touch. Molten rock drips down the stone, exposing a hollow interior. Inside I see riches that are beyond belief, ancient technologies. I'm not gonna screw with that shit. That's fine. That's okay. I would much rather be respectful of the dead. Hey, little buddy. So, I think I have, that big one's really kind of scaring me. I'm going to preemptively piss it off. I don't need Mordite or anything, it's just, I don't really want that thing creeping up on me. Yeah, they can... The other one did mess me up, Alyssa. I was running over to that shrine and some creature snuck up on me and totally kicked me inside. So let's try to find a habitable area here. And I'm gonna run to it. Yeah, I got hit. Oh, one day. Is that really? Is that really? Shit, I can't run to that. Let's try it. Let's see if it'll give me another one. But yeah, something ran up and kicked me in the side and did immense damage. 8 minutes? Yeah, I can make that. I'll rest up first. So, my shield fill back up, and I Shielding shard. Oh, that's the other thing. I gotta prepare my inventory so that I'm not caught unawares. So zinc will fill that up directly. I should have plenty of zinc. I don't need carbon. I don't really need nickel either. I might need to create shielding shards of iron and platinum. That's fine. And maybe power gel. Okay, so I might need carbon, but it's all over. But I should have enough thanium and zinc alone to make that journey. Especially if I fill up this other slot. Let's get rid of this stack. And plutonium. I think that's enough. I don't really have to be too careful. There should be plenty of everything. There should be plutonium out there too, and platinum, so okay. I'm good. Let's go for it. 8 minutes, here we come. Oops. What? Oh, okay, careful. Nothing sucks like falling into a deep hole. There's some coming in. See some zinc over there. Oh, I can't. Is it not? Do you have to run for the... I thought dashing... I thought it always worked if you just could dash. I don't know. I didn't want to do the dash jetpack thing there. There's lots of platinum out here, jeez. Lots of platinum. Thank goodness for that stamina upgrade. I need to find more. Yeah, fuck that. That's not very much. Hey there, NRT. I'm American, sadly enough. France seems pretty cool though. I need gloves for this. Yeah, hazmat gauntlet. So I don't think... Yeah, there are a lot of good things about the country. It's just, there are a lot of bad things too. It's a real place, you know? Oh shit. What the hell was it? Oh, it was that thing. Yeah, I'm not even getting out of here. I'll just snag this platinum or plutonium. I keep mixing those up. Snag the plutonium and run for it. I am not interested in fights right now. Thamium. Zinc. Yeah, this planet. Whoa. Oh, God. No. Shit. I gotta be careful. There's some nasty critters out here that want to eat me. I should be scanning more. Hopefully, I don't get rushed while I'm scanning. Hey, nice big crystal. No, I was letting off. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I kind of, I sort of got out of the habit of uploading stuff because the interface for it is not so great. Ooh. Storm, that's not going to be good. That's not good at all. I gotta find a cave. That'll do. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Uploading is a good way to go. Plus, it's like, you know, you're part of the community when you do that. It's cool when people stumble across each other's discoveries. But the main thing was that I think they've improved the interface for it. Yeah, you're totally right. The main thing was just that I hate going through here and holding down. Oh, they fixed that. You just tap it. That's good. Wow. Okay, so the old interface, you had to hold square on each thing for a significant amount of time for each thing. And do they actually? Oh my goodness. See, that was one of the major quality of life updates. Wow, that's way cool. So now it's worth uploading stuff. That was the main reason I hadn't been doing it. Good call. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah. It didn't used to be that way, so that's like that makes it totally worthwhile. Cool. Is that for do they have a different button for Flora? I don't know. Yeah, it was bad. That was one of those things where you're just like, what were you people thinking? Why would you make it so that we have to wait 5 seconds for every single upload? Oh, see, yeah, geez, that was ridiculous. Right there. Oh, whoa. I hope they improve the storms. I think, like, the weather is pretty cool, but I want to see... It's actually really cool. Like, if you're on a dust planet, you get ridiculous... Oh, no. Nope. I'm still waiting it out. I'm not even gonna... That will eat me alive. But, I want to see, like, lightning... Oh, wow, yeah. Yep, that's good. And it's funny because earlier I was telling Juliet, I was telling her how they improved it so that you could actually be like a scientist. You could run around and scan stuff, and it was a viable way to make enough units. And it just totally escaped me that, hey, yeah, you should go and upload stuff, because I'd like blocked it out of my head after hating that interface for so long. Another nice thing they did is it didn't used to have this quick menu. This whole little quick menu didn't exist, so every time that you wanted to recharge stuff, you had to go into this menu. It sucked. It sucked. There were a lot of little things like that where they listened to the community. They made a big difference in the game just by changing some of those smaller things. Let's see, Thanium. I think I used that on the wrong. I want to use plutonium on those. Is that storm over? It doesn't sound like it. Oh, interesting. That's really good to know. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, that's really good to know. Because I'd always sit there and talk to him. You know, you wait through the whole thing. Like, it sucked when you'd see something that looked amazing. Yeah, flashing temperature. I think this wasn't a heat storm though. This is a radiation storm. Yeah, see, or it's a toxicity storm, not radiation. But oh, you're right though. The tox is flashing. But yeah, it always would suck when you'd see some incredible ship and you'd sit down and talk to them, and you know, it was some piece of junk. Yeah, you're right. Oop. Plus, it gives you an update when it clears out. But yeah, I hope they do. Like, I know they're going to improve everything at least somewhat, so that altogether the whole experience will be dramatically improved. But I've always kind of hoped that they would add like lava and, you know, thunder, lightning things, and yes, yeah. Scanning something great, finding out it's a crappy ship kind of sucked. So it's good to know you can scan it quicker. Plenty of plutonium out here. This planet's actually really good for resources. What the hell is it that I... no, I'm not gonna sit out there. Wait a sec. Yeah, that's the right way. Okay. Alrighty, cool. It's just on the other side of this hill. Hey, zinc. Some platinum, which I don't believe I can extract. Yeah, advanced laser required. Come on, stamina. You can do it. Hey. Okay, so that's not actually what I intended to find, but it's a thing. I know I searched for habitable base. I thought it would send me to a, something with a landing pad or a beacon. I mean, might as well claim it. There's not any reason not to. Except for the fact that it's kind of a rugged planet. But whatever. Sure, do it to it. That way we can get started on base stuff. Yep, see. New objective. Let's see. Construction. Okay, that's pretty basic. So yeah, have you seen any of this stuff, Alyssa? It has like, I've got very few parts. It probably has like 200 parts for constructing bases, even all kinds of cool decorative stuff, and you can share the bases with other players, so that you'll be going along and you'll get a beacon for some other player's base. Well, that's kind of disappointing though. I was hoping for a landing beacon. Scan. No, I missed it. Yeah, the base building is really good. It's all Lego style, snap together kind of stuff. It's, you know, you don't build with boxes like with Minecraft, but it's a lot more functional in a lot of ways. I mean, it doesn't have redstone, I guess, but who has time for that? Oh, I did get it? Wow. Fancy me. I didn't even see it. Thought it just skipped out. I don't really... I'm kind of like at a loss here. I mean, I could do some base stuff, but I was really hoping for a place to recall my ship. life support thing. I do have to be careful. I can't forget I'm playing Permadeath. I don't think about it all that often, except for like when some critter comes up and slaps me. Then I get a little scared. But generally it doesn't really. It kind of escapes me that I'm playing Permadeath. What should I do here? I mean, I might as well. I could set up some terminals. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So there's the front door. Let's set up. I'll just go this way. Yeah, bases can be a lot of fun to build. You do have to gather resources though, which I mean, thank goodness there's a huge cave here. Plenty of iron. Huge overhang anyway. I'm not sure what it, how it works as a cave. There's not anything right there. And it looks like it keeps going over this way. Okay. Haven't found any cave spiders yet, thank goodness. I hope you can build underwater bases in the new update. Some people have done it with this one, but it was glitchy. It wasn't on purpose. Legit underwater bases would be cool. It also, like, they need to have a submarine or something, some kind of vessel that lets you explore underwater without the oxygen limitation. Oh, nope, nope, nope. You stay away from me, pal. I don't need your trouble. Go away. So I don't know how much, like, you, in a few ways, you know clearly more than I do about the game, Caleb. But with those things, with the little robots, the sentinels, you can basically just try to avoid eye contact and they won't get pissed off. Yeah, see, that's a bummer. I hope they do legit support for underwater bases. That'd be cool. I should have enough iron. Yeah, the sentinels, the main thing they try to do is they'll try to fly right up in your face so you accidentally zap them, and then they immediately aggro. And then the second thing they do, if you don't zap them and they don't aggro, they will just sit there and try to stare you down. And if you just look away and wander off, they will usually leave you alone. Let's see. I mean, I guess a exocraft terminal would work here too. I think you can still only put one in each room. Yeah. One in each room. Rawr. So let's see, build another corridor. Let's do it this way. These are expensive rooms though. See, that's... And I don't really want to build a big square one right now. Those don't want to zap. That's weird. These stalactites are not very... Shit. He was right above me. I'm out of here. Not even screwing with y'all. Actually, I take that back. Come on. Oh, shit. Jeez, this thing is, like, not really helping me. Okay. Now I'm gonna bounce. That's a little more than I want to play with right now. You jerks. But they have, are they... Yeah, okay. They do still drop stuff. Y'all still mad at me? I didn't really mean it. I just weren't being very friendly. And I didn't have to build a third room. I forgot. Let's see... Construction terminal. Oops. Jeez. Too much, Yeah, those things will tear me up. Granted, I wasn't aiming very well, and this gun is not super helpful. This gun is, like, usually I go for the shotgun style upgrade. So it just does a whole bunch of damage in one shot, and you line up around and go pow, and the sentinel falls over dead in one hit. But I do not want to get the dogs on my ass. The robo dogs will straight up kill me. And God forbid I get the walkers. Anyway, yeah, I need, okay. I need to get my ship, is what I need to do. That's fine. I'll hang on to this stuff. I think it seems like they left me alone, maybe. Oh, they're still scanning for me, but... There's one. Nanite clusters. Oh, that's great. Super useful, thanks. It doesn't do much for me as long as I have crap. Oh, crap. Go ahead. Transfer the iron. Neutrino module. Well, that's money. But, oops. Oh well. Come on, you. Okay, go on. Dodging. I win. Yeah, pretty much everything does a ton of damage in permadeath. So that's going back to the ship. Okay. So I'm kind of like... I'm debating on either... I don't really want to go back to my ship. And, I don't think the signal booster is going to help me find a... It might help me find, iron, of course. Oh, you know what? I didn't pick up these. Can't waste, all this stuff. That's good currency. Yeah, of course. Of course. Let's see. Let's just send them back. Those should all fit in the same slot. And this one here. Okay. Those are good. Yeah, they don't help me find structures, but I think Do they help you find those giant antennas? Because the giant antennas do help you find structures. That's all I need is the giant antenna. Alternatively, I could just like keep going the same direction that I was headed. That's gold, I think. It's either gold or emerald. Probably emerald. Well, I think I'm just gonna run for it then. After the storm anyway. What's dangerous is I don't have grenades. So if a nasty storm hits and I'm like out in an open area, I have no way to create cover. And I am starting to run low on life support. Is that? I don't know if that's a glitch. Do you see how it flashes there? Okay, there's something up there that's dangerous. I think that's a glitch, the way it flashes. But that was what made me think earlier, oh, I wish it has lightning. Whoa, yep. Nasty boy up there wants to eat me. That thing is freaky. Hello, blueprint trader. Blueprint, jeez. So yeah, here's a list. So these are some of the other parts you can purchase. Not all of them, I think. You can get them from some other places too. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild style lightning strikes would be pretty sweet. That monster is terrifying. You say silly, I say terrifying. That thing wants to eat me. It's got big old eyeballs on stalks though, and then like antenna sort of whiskers and then claw. It's just freaky. But yeah, I don't have a previous base cache. Come on, weather. Come on, weather. Yeah, I could, I mean, let's see, let's look at my, yeah, I'm doing okay. Might as well, we got one more slot there. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, that thing's scary. Maybe because I know it wants to eat me. I mean, it's big too, so it would probably only have to bite me twice. The storm is lasting a bit. Oh, that's the other thing I hope they do. It doesn't have, what is it called? I don't remember what the technology is called, but it's something that they introduced in games in like the seventh generation, that allows weather effects to appear on the outside of structures that you're underneath. So like right here, you can't actually tell what's going on outside. The plants will wiggle, but you can't see the weather effects. And if you go out there, you can see it, right? You can see the rain. So I hope that that's something that they... What was that fell? I don't know. I didn't see anything fall. I might have missed it. Anyway, that's one of the things I hope that they upgrade, is the ability to see weather through structures. Fudge. I thought... Okay, it did. It just barely dissipated after I walked out there. So I'm gonna do the risky thing. Oh yeah, it might have been a ship. I'm not sure if it... I don't even think it has meteors. I'm gonna do the risky thing, and I'm just gonna run for it. We're gonna live off the land. There's a slappy plant right there. I'll avoid that. Yeah, usually when you see something fly across, it's the ships. And actually, they're probably headed toward a trading post or something. Yeah, meteor swarms would be sweet. Like meteor showers. I mean, whoa, they just took a hard turn. There's gotta be something over there. One of the cool things about this game is that the community, the people who stuck with it, you know, the people who didn't just like immediately turn on the team day one, they've been on that subreddit shelling out ideas like ad nauseum. There's a billion ideas for this game from the community alone. That guy's gonna try eating me. So I guarantee that people have already talked about meteorites. I know that they've talked about underwater bases. There are a lot of nasty creatures on this planet. Piss off. And I know that Hello Games has been keeping an eye on that subreddit, because a lot of the features that they've implemented since the game was released came directly from people's suggestions. So it's kind of cool that a lot of that stuff is likely to make it in the game. If not now, then at some point. Life support. Okay. There's... haha, there we go. There's a question mark. What is that? Potential... oh, okay. Alright. Yeah. That is something that I hope they improve too. Both the ability to build a base anywhere, like you should be able to level the ground. If you can blow holes in it, why can't you level it? And I think it's just bug. Okay, that's not good. I think it's just because they wanted to get the most bang for their buck in terms of how much effort they put into it and what they got out of it. And it was easier to just have flat areas where you could build stuff. Nope. Nope, we're not doing this. I'm not fighting you out here in the freaking toxicity. But yeah, the reason I say that is because if you notice when it generates structures of any kind, it always puts them on a circular flat area that it plants down first. Like right here, you can see that that's a circular mound. And I think, you know, they could have made it more detailed so that it read the terrain, at least to some degree. It doesn't know the full extent of the terrain until you're basically on top of it generating it. But it has some idea. And it could have, you know, I mean, it could be more detailed, it could be smarter about it. I think they were just trying to find a nice balance between the difficulty of building the tech and delivering the product. I don't think there's a beacon here. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's basically the same type of sphere as any of these other generated buildings. There's not even a beacon here. That sucks. Hey, whatever, it's a save point though. Not that it does me any good if I actually die. It does me good if the game crashes, though. Which it doesn't seem to do anymore. Knock on wood. I actually haven't had it crash on me in a long time, which is kind of a miracle, because when it first came out, it would crash every 20 to 30 minutes. And I mean hard crash. Like, sometimes it would straight up hard lock the PS4 and you had to yank out the power cable. Yeah, yep. Life support. I was kind of hoping... I mean, I have enough, let's transfer this. I really don't need to suck up more plutonium right now. I'm good as long as the storm doesn't hit or that pecker doesn't chase me down. Oh, not Nope. We're not having a fight. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm getting out of here. Let's see, the ship is that way, so it's a base. So I'm headed this way. Peace. Navigating the terrain is a lot more enjoyable when you have full sprint and jetpack upgrades. You can really leap huge distances. But you can, I mean, you know, if you're careful about managing your jetpack and your stamina, you can still navigate pretty well. Screw that stuff, I don't need it. That's cool. Starfish. And I need hazmat gloves for these. Yep. Those are a good resource though. Hey, Thamium. So it's not a bad idea to have a base on this planet if I get those gloves. What is over yonder? There's plutonium there. These ships are still headed to the left. No, I don't think they did. Oh, crap. Slappy plant. I don't believe they did. I think actually there are more upgrades for the jetpack now than there originally were. So theoretically, you should be able to do more with it. I might be wrong. They might have nerfed it, but I don't recall there being a jetpack nerf ever. Because that was one of the saving graces of the game, since the movement is typically pretty slow. When people figured out, hey, you could like do the dash boosting, that was a big deal, and they ended up kind of like making that a sort of standard thing. I do have plenty of resources, thankfully. Hopefully no storms hit me. That would suck. Yeah, maybe they did, but I don't recall them ever nerfing the jetpack. I think people would have been pretty pissed off if they had, because like I said, it's pretty crucial to navigating the environment. It's possible that they made it so that like the base upgrade is nerfed though. I could see that, because they might have wanted to make it seem like a bigger upgrade once you actually upgraded the thing. Looking for some sweet establishments with a landing pad. Hello there, two other viewers. Welcome to my attempt to not die. This planet is kind of a ferocious one. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's got some really nasty wildlife that wants to eat me. Come on. I wasn't paying attention there. Yeah, I'll bet they did nerf the base at some point. Just probably not too much, but probably just enough that they were able to get a little bit more out of the upgrades. Because I know that for a long time the game didn't have any kind of balance to it. It just didn't make a lot of sense. It didn't have any kind of upgrade curve. It didn't have any kind of progression to it. So it would make a lot of sense if that was something they changed. But in terms of like, you know, potentially changing it so that it would be slower or something, so that the LOD system wouldn't have to work as hard, they actually improved the LOD system a ton. So it's able to load chunks probably an order of magnitude faster than originally. Even if you look at the first trailers, that's a nasty creature over there. The original trailers for it, where they were flying through like the ice planet and stuff, if you pay attention to the terrain generation in the LOD system, it's really, really slow. And now it's actually fast enough that if you're on foot, you almost... Whoa! That's a hole. Now it's fast enough that if you're on foot, you usually don't see it. Or if you do, it's just for a very brief moment. Oops. Not a good boost. That was a bad boost. I should be paying... Oh, slappy plant. Right as I go to say I should be paying more attention, I get slapped. Okay, scanned it. What I need to be paying attention for zinc and thamium. I mean, I have enough on me for now, but once you run out of that stuff, it's super scary. Oh, shit, that sucks. In the 600 plus hours that I've played this through all versions of the game, I've only fallen through the terrain once. It sucked. When it happened, I was like, no. But I've heard of it happening to other people, so I lucked out that it's only happened once to me. But yeah, it sucks that it's right at your base. Have you tried, like, can you move your base? Is it just part of that planet that you're on, or? I like how green it is over here. It's nice. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, thank God there's a giant hole right there. I hope that's a hole, instead of just like an indent. That one's not. This one should be. Alright, cool. Dangerous stuff. Yeah, some planets. So one thing I've noticed about the game throughout all the versions I've played is that the planet generation has a little bit of variance in quality. Sometimes you'll get to a planet that's got huge forests, so much so that it actually slows down the console quite a bit. I mean, I've seen it dip down to like 15 frames a second. And you'll also notice that some of the terrain generators are buggier than others. For the most part, I think it's pretty even in terms of quality. Like, they've done a good job of balancing it. Like, honestly, to think that this engine was primarily built by one guy who spent, at this point, he's worked on it for 8 years. It blows my mind. Like, that was the main reason that when it first came out, I was super forgiving, because I understood that this was his crown jewel. This was his life's work, basically. And it's incredible. It's fantastic technology. Even if you hate the game, you can't shit on the technology. So that was always like, I was forgiving about that, but gotcha. Yeah. See, and that's kind of a bummer too, because you'll find planets that are super cool, but they're kind of like, they don't perform super well. And so you're just like, I like it here, but I wish that it ran at a better frame rate. That's, of course, that's why PC is if you have a beefy PC, that shit's cool. You can even, you play with mods and you can you can fiddle with the generation parameters and make it so it'll generate things that are just 10 times more than a PS4 can handle. Sadly, my PC can't even handle the base game. It tries, but it just doesn't do super great. I mean, not as well as a PS4, so I might as well just play on here. It is still storming out there. Yeah, you're right about the temperature gauge. I didn't notice it before because I think it disappeared. Yeah, see? It shows up when you move, though. Man. I mean, I could mine some iron while I'm down here, but I don't really have the... Does that open? No, okay. I thought they pulled a Diablo, where it opened different inventories depending on the touchpad location. Yeah, I can't do too much here except wait it out. I could mine iron, but I don't really need it. I might if I run out of zinc, which looks unlikely. I'm more likely to run out of thamium. I'm actually dangerously low on thamium. So it's good I have plutonium, just in case. Is it fizzled? Oh, it's still there. It'll go in a sec, though. It's on its way out. Should be gone. Nope. Yes. Yeah, okay. The storm is gone. It's just apparently raining. That's kind of a surprise. So I came from that way. Let's keep going. Yeah, keep heading off this way. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Oh, I do not want to get hit by the big one. Run! There's another one. Oh, that's different. These are scary critters. I'm super psyched for the audio updates, because I mean they've all kind of like, they're all just sort of pitch bent versions of the same howl. It fits the creature size, but there's not nearly as much variation as you'd hope. I honestly feel like when people look back, hey, there's a question mark, cool. When people look back on this game, they'll remember the troubled launch, but I think a lot of people are going to realize they missed out on something because of all of the negative hype, and I think it will have been a real landmark achievement. This is the first time, in my opinion, the first time that procedural generation has been done at this scale and this quality. I think this is unprecedented. And it's going to get better. That's the thing that really gets me, is the improvement so far has just been wild. Damn it. There's not going to be a beacon there. It's just resources I can't really collect. Oh, I love how you run faster downhill. I forgot about that. So that's the thing, when you're going up a hill, always try to find the little valleys instead of just running straight up the side of the hill. Hey, at least there's another waypoint over there. Plenty of zinc. Not nearly enough thamium. I gotta pay attention. I gotta be picking that shit up. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Shit! No. Oh my god, I almost just died. That huge critter hit me, and then I ran past a slappy plant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yep. I agree with you. Yay! This place is gonna have a landing pad, probably. Yeah, that was scary. That thing hit me once and yanked out my whole shield and a third of my health. Hey, thamium. I think the thing about the upgrades, or about the updates to this game, I mean, it's a tiny studio. I think they have, like, now, after all of the stuff they've done, they have, I think, 15, maybe like 18 people. So for the kind of game that they built and for the sales that they got, like they sold at least 250,000 copies, I believe. Like I think they sold 100,000, probably close to 250,000. And at $60 a pop, like that's, you know, for a small studio, that's enough money for them to survive for a pretty long time. And so it's sort of like, it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm not sure if you heard it, Caleb, but this is Sean Murray's crown gem, you know, crown jewel, I guess, whatever the phrase is. Like, he wasn't trying to cheat people, he bit off more than he could chew. Let's see, yeah, it just gets shuffled left once, so 7 in the 3rd slot. And because of that, I think he recognized, like, you know, a lot of the stuff that people wanted to see in the game, he absolutely wanted it to be here too, and he just didn't have the resources to put it here. And now they do. Now they have the resources to work on this for probably another 1.5 years for, you know, with just free updates to prove everyone wrong who said, oh, they lied, they cheated, they did this and that and the other and screwed people. Because it was never about that. Like, you don't put 8 years into a project to do it dishonestly. Not like this. I mean, this is not like this. You know, if you're putting money into, like, an MMO or something, you're trying to get people paying all the time, yeah, you might use some shitty tactics to get people to come back, but yeah, Woot Beacon indeed. Let's see. Watch me not have a schematic for, oh, no, duh, it's right there, bypass chip. I need some iron, that's ironic. I made an awful pun and I didn't mean to. I'm going to hell. It's ironic because I got rid of all my iron. I sent it all to my ship. Yep. Yeah, no, you raise a good point. I mean, after all the shit people said about him, like, if that happened to me, man, I already struggle with mental health. I struggle with depression. And if that shit had happened to me, people said I was evil and a liar and all this other stuff, I don't know if I would have been able to stick with it. So honestly, I really admire the guy. I really do. He's done something that few people could have. Okay, so now here's the challenge. Look, what do I move over? A nickel. Okay. Bypass chip. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see, where was it? I think it was like, it was over here. There it is. Hooray! We made it. Got my cute little dinky ship. I really love how dinky the first ship is. Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly right. Like, I will never, and I don't know, I mean, I obviously don't know anything about your opinion on games like Destiny. I bought the first Destiny, and I let Bungie rope me along, you know, through the whole upgrade path on the first Destiny, and after that it totally soured my opinion on it. But for years, I used to buy the Call of Duty games, I used to buy, you know, a lot of those games that are like the mainstays in gaming, and you realize these companies are just, a lot of the time they're building and selling the exact same thing over and over. Or look at Bethesda games, and I actually love Bethesda games. You know, Morrowind was one of my favorite games for a long time. But Bethesda games are so broken, so incredibly broken on launch, and people just laugh it off. Well, oh, that's a Bethesda game. And it really makes you wonder why they came at Hello Games with a freaking knife instead of just being like, well, shit, you know, they have a product that needs fixing. Most people were pissed, and it just kind of, There's that sort of gamer entitlement, I think. But anyway, long rant cut short, you're absolutely right. A lot of people would have ran with the money. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, like, there have been a few shooters that have been pretty different. Like, Titanfall was a pretty different twist on the mechanic. I feel like the new Doom was, because the new Doom totally changed how first-person shooters play. You're no longer, like, huddling behind cover, you're not running backward. It's all about charging forward, and it was brilliant how they changed the game. They changed the mechanics to do that. And then there's like Splatoon. There are a few shooting games that have really done a big thing. They've gone out of their way to change the status quo, but most of them are just the same shitty product. Okay, so I gotta focus here. Hire an overseer. Alright, let's go find an overseer. I mean, I spent plenty of time wandering around this planet babbling. Plus, I need to go and find where is it? That thing right there. Is that at the space station, or is that it looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's my overseer. It's just like, gaming is such a profitable industry now that people play it safe, and I feel like a lot of the technology in this game, the reason that people are going to look back on it and be like, whoa, we really missed out on something back in the day, is because this stuff is going to become a lot more mainstream over the next few years. I think this game and the technology in it is way ahead of its time. And people are going to see that when big studios start to realize, hey, it's not quite as risky. I mean, look how much money, that company or that small studio made. We can do this. Hell, look at what Bethesda's doing with what is their next game called? They're building a space game, the space RPG. I don't remember what the name is. It's something kind of generic. But Bethesda's using procedural generation for a lot of it. Is it really you? Forgive me. He's been searching. It's so cute. It's all quite above board. Yeah. What's weird to me is how people have turned it into part of their identity. Like, I'm a gamer, and so I have every right to defend my hobby and to get pissed off, and then they turn around and they just funnel money into companies like EA that sell horrible products. Like, EA bought up all of my favorite companies that built cool stuff, like Maxis. I mean, the last freaking SimCity game that came out was just atrocious. And they keep doing it, they buy up all these companies, they ruin the game, and then they get the same sort of small group of people to pay them for the same shit that's bad. Yeah, come work for me, buddy. Leave. I really do like I kind of, like most people, I wish that the NPCs were a little bit more interactive. You never see them walk, you barely see them move, but I love how much character they have. Like when you walk up to a Gek and you talk to it and it giggles, it just puts a smile on my face. Or the Vikine that hit you. If you answer Vikine like a coward and they slap you and you fly across the room, that shit is hilarious. Sell some neutrino modules. I don't care about any potential loss. I just need to free up inventory. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm pretty... I should have, let's see, yeah, 250,000. Yeah, squeaky little Gex. I also really like how this game kind of, like if you look at fantasy games and space games, they all fit. They all take, like, when was the last time you saw a fantasy game that didn't take from Lord of the Rings, or a space game that didn't take from Star Wars and Star Trek? And this one, in that sense, you know, this game's got a uniqueness to it. Like, these don't really resemble characters from other sci-fi games or stories that I've, you know, experienced. It's got a definite sort of flair. But I mean, I guess, like, you know, this has commonalities with Klingons, you know, the Viking, their warrior species, and I don't know. I like to ramble, I guess. Interloper. Yeah, sure. I love how Interloper has become in the Reddit community, people refer to each other as interlopers, fellow interloper. Like, that's pretty hilarious. Excuse me. I need to get someone who's a vehicle sentinel hunter. Yeah, okay, cool. I almost forgot. Let me open this. No, maybe not. Exocraft technician. I haven't seen that one, actually. That sounds pretty good. I mean, you know, depending on whether or not someone loves Minecraft, I was actually, I feel like an old fogey. I was one of the first 100,000 people to play Minecraft. I was playing it when it was still a super alpha. It didn't even have multiplayer. I never expected it to be as big as it became. It blows my mind that it was sold for billions of dollars. Hey, that's cool. I like that. That's a good looking ship. I like fighters. Oh, you know what? You told me already. I can just scan the thing. 13 million? A little bit out of my price range. I suppose I should, is it only... Yeah, my radar is broken. It's a bummer. It doesn't actually show planets. It's not good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it sounds a little bit like, what was it called? Space Engineers? Which I think they ended up bailing on. But I like that, where you build, like, did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts? A lot of people hated it because it wasn't a real Banjo-Kazooie game, but I thought it was a great game. Alright. Before I land here, I want to look around and see if there is another planet. I don't know why my radar isn't working. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was one of my two favorite games on the 360. The other one was Viva Pinata. Imo Planet? What the hell? I don't think I've heard of that. But the cool thing about Nuts and Bolts was that it was like what you just described, where you know, it had a physics system and you'd assemble all these parts. Yeah, maybe it could be like a ship limitation or something, I'm not sure. I don't think it's worked this whole time I've been streaming though. But Nuts and Bolts is like that, where it's got a physics system and you build, you know, from parts you build vehicles to do certain tasks. And that kind of dynamism is a lot of fun to me. I enjoy that creativity. What is a Hymo planet? I've never seen that description. Whoosh. It's gonna be cold. Holy shit, I found Hoth. Ooh, that's cool. It's purpley. Yeah, and frankly, like, I don't see why. I mean, you know, I understand why they didn't put it in yet, because they have to prioritize features. But I don't see how it should be too far out of the, you know, the realm of what they've already done. I mean, they'd have to set up some kind of way of, like, collecting parts or collecting blueprints for it, but it seems like it's totally feasible, because people are building modded ships that are custom. So there's a settlement over there. Arriving 159. How cold is it? Not too bad. Is that the same ship? That's another thing that they've... Yeah, no, that one's not the same ship. That looks pretty cool, too. There's settlement there, 139. What was that? Oh, that's what I was doing. I was thinking about... Ooh, I didn't know you could build these up here. I think they added that, or changed that. Do I have a... No. I was hoping to throw down a waypoint. Whatever. I'll just plant this here. Could go snatch a drop pod and inventory slot. That'd probably be good. Hey, that's not too far. That's pretty cool. 3 minutes away from... Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Sleep well. Ooh, that's a pretty good landing, trading post. Lots of platinum. Oh, that's not platinum. That's crossword. Yeah, thanks for watching. Sleep well. Well, what am I gonna do? Tell you not to watch? Don't watch me stream. Don't watch me play my favorite game. Of course not. Go up. There we go. So yeah, alright. These are interesting. I don't think I've seen rocks like that. Those two. This is a cool planet. I like this. This is my kind of planet. I mean, everybody tries to find a... everyone tries to find a, what are they called? Temperate planet. Lots of people try to find, you know, nice, easygoing planets to put their base on, but I kind of like having something with some character. Whoop, slappy plant. Hey there, Plaza Gaming. How are you? Nice landing beacon here. Cool. This place isn't so bad. Okay. Ooh, that's dangerous. I need some. I don't know how I ran out of thamium. My ship has some though. The tiny amount. Power gel. I just need carbon. Lots of carbon. That's okay though. Just hit the bell. I think... Let's see, let's build a... I need iron, probably. Iron and carbon. Those don't want to break up. Plenty of iron for a bypass chip. I will need some more carbon though. Okay, that was a pretty bad load. That one surprised me. That's probably the worst LOD I've seen in a while. Yeah, okay, this planet's got some close LOD because it's so populated with stuff. Which, hey, I mean, that's the trade-off. I'm kind of curious to see what differences they do for, oh, Slappy Plant. I assume No Man's Sky Next will have a more significant difference on the PS4 Pro or the, the Xbox One X. The name of the galaxy, I don't know. Let me check one second. Oh, the galaxy. This is the first galaxy. This is it's actually a newish, I guess, permadeath save. So this is, yeah, the star system. This is, what is the first galaxy called? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played, see. But, it is the first galaxy. This is only like, I think I have probably 4.5 hours on this save file now. I kind of wanted to start a new one before Next came out. Oh yeah, I better go construct my stuff. So, bypass chip and power gel. There we go. Hold on. Please don't land on me. Okay, and now I hit the habitable base. 33,000 units for that one? Did I read that right? They have. I don't think it does damage, but I've definitely had my ship land on me before, and it was like, it's unpleasant. It's scary. The main thing is when you're on permadeath, you don't really know. Like, if it lands on you, maybe it does kill you, you know? It takes one death and that's it, so. Alright, I'm gonna go move my base. Whoosh! Because I like this more than the toxic planet. This is a little bit cooler. Ah, I did another awful pun. I'm going to hell. Yeah, when I started playing this, game, the look acceleration was all screwed up. You couldn't, you literally couldn't adjust it. yeah, you couldn't adjust the sensitivity at all. Like, it had an adjuster, you know, in the interface, but it didn't make any damn bit of difference. But worse than that, it was more sensitive looking to the left than it was to the right. So I actually got into the habit of, like, if I got hit by something behind me, I got into the habit of always doing a 180 to the left, because if I tried doing it to the right, it was like this fast. I mean, it was broken. It was really, really broken when it came out, but it sort of just underscores how much they've done to improve it, because it is super snappy, it is super stable. It's just great now. That's nice, though. I've got a place to park my ship there, trading post over there, and this place is beautiful. Oh, come on. No. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, it's not happening. Let's follow your automatic guide. Let's see. What does it say? Log. Does... Yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot. It doesn't actually move your damn base. It just disassembles it. Oops. Oh well. It will plant my, what does that not? Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's an old looking bug where the description doesn't show up. I remember that happened a while ago. It's laggy too, yeah. Wow. I remember when other menus did this, but they apparently didn't fix this one. Interesting. Very interesting. That's an old bug. That's fine. We'll put my construction terminal there. Hey, buddy. I see you. And corridor here. Ah, shit. I need iron. Story of my life. What I really need is grenades, so that if I get caught out in the weather, I can save myself. And thamium. I don't think there's anything in the vicinity. There's plutonium, though. A fair bit of plutonium, it looks like. Hey, friends. You're a cute little thing. And think, why not? The lighting is so much better than it used to be. Honestly, when I see that, it just, like... Ugh, that tickles me. That is so much prettier than it used to be. They actually, I think in 1.2, it might have been 1.3, but in one of the last two major updates, they totally redid all the textures. And so the colors, the lighting, the texture quality, it's just... Graphically, the game is, like, vastly superior than when it first came out. That's a big one. That's a big old critter. Hopefully that won't try to eat me. Nope, that should be fine. 33,000 units for scanning that. That's cool. It was a lot of units. I mean, it's, relatively speaking, that's pretty good. Let's go upload all this stuff real fast. Oh, does that actually... I don't think that did upload critters. Okay. Yeah, it didn't. They've got the little bubbles. That is so much better than it used to be. Wow. That is just way, way better. I'm kind of taken aback. Soggle Barn. That's perfect. That's a great star system name for my home system. Soggle Barn. I think that was the toxic planet. Ooh. Where does fungal mold, I guess. It says it right there, but caustic winds. Thanks. It's mostly a hodgepodge of gaming content, but I mean, like, I don't, you know, I was thinking about it earlier today. I was like, maybe I should do intros and videos up and, you know, try to do like a more professional YouTube channel. But then I run the risk of actually growing and having people show up. I don't know. I mostly just play for fun. You know, I don't, it's not something I plan on monetizing. I wouldn't even know where to start. Oh, rough. Yeah, that's... I kind of hope that they balance it a little bit more realistic. Like, I guess I shouldn't say realistically, but I hope that they make it so that the freighters... You're just... Yeah, okay. I hope the freighters come down a little bit. Because... Like, my philosophy of game design is that it should be fun, right? Fun, the two most important things to me are fun and immersiveness, and I don't think that they're contradictory. Some people think immersiveness means realism. I don't think that at all. But, don't you zap me. But, I don't think it's fun to grind for hours and hours and hours for something most of the time. Like, if you're doing something that's RNG based, like say Pokemon, and you want to roll for some rare shiny Pokemon, that's cool. I've got a couple of really rare badass Pokemon that were exhilarating when I rolled it. But to me, grinding out numbers, just seeing a number go up and spending a ton of time on it, that's like, I don't know, I don't think that's super fun. You could make it fun if you design the game right, but long ramble short. I hope they balance the numbers just a little bit more. Maybe you make more money from farming, maybe the ships cost less, I don't know, but I don't want to spend 40 hours just grinding through numbers for a huge freighter. But that's me. And I guess it, considering they're like S-class freighters and they're those alien ships and stuff, I mean, I guess I could kind of see like those being super expensive, but just for storage, like storage should not be the most expensive thing. Build a geobay. Sure thing. Oh, sounds like my buddy's got some issues. Yeah, freighters are super cool. I mean, as a game mechanic, I think freighters are a really fantastic addition. I remember when they first did it. And I was super psyched when they did freighters, I think the same time they did the planet-based base building. And it was like, it was something I didn't see coming for the game, and it fits in really well, so I was just super psyched about it. But like, instead of having, you know, massive freighters that cost 300 million, I think it would be cooler if you know, kind of like what you were saying earlier, Caleb, if you had the ability to customize stuff. Maybe it started as a C-level freighter and you were able to upgrade it to an S-level freighter piece by piece and sort of make it your own. That would be something I would be totally into. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Having a hyperdrive in the tech slots. I don't think mine even has tech slots. Yeah, my ship... Oh, no, yeah, duh. It's right there. Okay, silly me. I didn't build that, I think. I'm not sure if I did or if I just screwed it up, but whatever. I'll get rid of this thing when I get a chance, I assure you. The look of it, it's cute, but it's like, I don't know. I don't picture myself conquering the galaxy in this little pea shooter. I actually have the release ship, whatever it was. They let's see. They had a I think it's gone. No, right here. Redeem bonus content. Yeah. So I like the ship that was on the cover. I actually got it for, I think for purchasing on the first day or whatever. And I should have switched out to that, but now that I have a couple of upgrades on this one, I probably shouldn't. Geobay. Construct a roamer geobay. Where is it? Dynamic resonator. Ooh, rough. So Viridian voltaic cell, dynamic resonator. Those are tough to come by at this stage, and I can't build them. Can't build voltaic cells. Warp cells, I suppose. I need to just... Yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on building another warp cell. Suspension fluid. I don't think I can... Yeah, I still can't purchase those. Jeez. Or still can't build those. That's what I meant to say. Let's see. Yeah, space station. There's actually, if you can access it at the space station, I should be able to get it at the, at this trading post up here. I don't know if you heard me say this earlier, but this is a non-obvious thing that some people don't know about. They intentionally made it so you could fly up straight vertical walls without consuming your whole jetpack. It's an escape hatch, basically, so if you get stuck in a hole, you can always get out. And that's good to know, because otherwise you'll spend a lot of time trying to navigate around certain things, and that can suck. Let's see. Was there... Oh. Yeah, there was no landing pad here, just a beacon. Oh, shit, that's right, I gotta keep looking for thamium. Probably buy thamium. I don't know, I'll check. Did I have anything to sell? Not really. Okay. Yeah, they added. That's... Oh, wow. Holy shit, you can toggle buy and sell now. Oh my gosh. I never noticed that. That was 1.3 update edition. But, yeah, so it's cool that you can either be a scientist or a cargo, like a cargo transporter. But I'm not sure. I know that these either, like, at most they stack 5 in ship slots. I think maybe they're only 1. It's tough to do those if you don't have adequate space. You end up with a bunch of crap that fills up all of your inventory, especially on Permadeath. Yeah, I don't have too many subscribers, that's for sure. I mostly actually stream for friends. Or occasionally for my wee Twitter audience. They do have thamium. They have a fair bit. That's fine. Oh, that needs to go faster. So, a fair bit of themium, that's good. Power gels are cheap here, wow. I wonder if, that already went to my ship. Well, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll chat more about No Man's Sky and other games in the industry in the future. It's been a cool conversation. Granted, it's totally asymmetric, given that I'm just sitting here rambling my ass off, but it's cool, Plaza. I appreciate the offer. I mean, I'm not really looking to, like, you know, if, God forbid, if my channel were to explode, I don't even know what I would do. I'd probably go hide in a closet or cupboard or something. Oh, that's right, suspension fluid. They are expensive in this system. Okay, so geez, let's get some plutonium out of here. Electron vapor, antimatter, warp cell. Oh, that was faster than I expected. There goes all my thamium though, so I should be careful. Power gel. I need to get my cargo slots. I need at least like a couple of cargo slots for power cells and stuff, because those really suck up all your inventory here. Power gel, I guess, at this stage. Oop, wrong one. Those are not... I don't really have any reason to fix these yet. Might as well install some rapid fire though. I didn't know that. Yeah, I had no idea. That's good to know. I mean, since my base is just down the hill, I can, like, this is a fairly reliable way to trade. Not too far. Oops. Wow, yeah, you can see it from here. For now, though. Oh, interesting. Check it out. My radar's showing planets now. I think this is the same system. See you later, Plaza Gaming. Thanks for watching. That's a moon. I didn't even know that one had a mount. What? Had a moon. Paradise moon. Okay, well now I have to go. This is the irony, right? Not even a half an hour ago I was saying everyone loves to have a paradise home planet. I like my frozen planet. Hey, that looks like... that does almost look like lightning over there. Anyway. Yeah, I'll go check out that moon before I split on this system for a while, that's for sure. I mean, maybe I won't make it my base, I don't know, but, oh, you know what? I need to check. Yeah, okay, that's weird. How high do they let that go now? 100. I think I'll change that. Yeah, it's slightly better. I prefer being able to see a little bit more of the dashboard. Yeah, whatever. Let's go for it. Okay. potentially dangerous situation. I'm gonna get hit by pirates. And I should have saved the iron I had instead of feeding it to my engine.
Hostile scan detected.
There is a bounty on me. No. I'm not paying for that. I will fight my way out of it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh shit, there's at least 3 of them. Oh, okay, that's bad. Alright. I gotta get some... Oh, I have zinc. Oh, I forgot you could feed zinc to the shields. That makes me feel a little safer. If I die, I am dead, so... I gotta take cover here. Okay. Oh, no you don't. No you do not. Yeah, the other thing, one thing that I really wish they had changed, but they haven't yet, is offering a customizable control scheme, because this is not a great control scheme. Oh shit, I missed. I have a tendency, when allowed, I have a tendency to create control schemes that work a lot better for me. That missed as well. Oops, crap. Can't be doing that. See that I got one down at least. That's a huge win. How did I hit the... I'm really lucky that the first volley of rockets that I fired hit, because I haven't had that luck. But again, that first volley was really lucky. Damn. What? No, don't tell me. Do not tell me they're pissed off at me. I do not need sentinels chasing me. Like, that would be a death sentence. This is gonna take a minute. I really hope that ship is angry at the pirates and not me. I haven't had any warnings, so... Come on. Shit. Oh, I think that actually hit. The shields aren't looking great, though. Yeah, see, I shouldn't have to let off my booster to heal up. And frankly, I shouldn't have to hold circle to boost. It should just be, there should be a trigger point with the with R2, and it should just go straight into boosting instead of your normal flight speed. Oh, I do not want to be too close to that freighter. If I nail a cargo hold on that freighter, I'm in deep shit. Okay. Where? What? Did I just run from him? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I just got away. Yes, I did. Hey there, Plaza. Good to see you back. That wasn't nearly as dangerous as my last space encounter, thank goodness. I actually don't play Fortnite anymore since I tried playing it on my Switch and got the message that Sony was, they're being kind of pricks about it. So they won't let me play it on Switch because I played it on PS4 at some point. And I was kind of like, well, so much for that. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, very cool. Landing beacons, no. I think this planet's going to be a little bit, this moon anyway, is going to be a little bit laggy. Yeah, no landing beacon there either. That's fine. Let's go check out this artifact, or this ruin anyhow. Sleong Balantar. It's a very interesting name. Oh, too much atmosphere. Where are we landing? That looks unfriendly. I don't like how it's moving. It's fearful. Seems like it's unlikely to attack me. Okay. Well, sentinels are gonna try to eat me alive. I like this though, this is good. Peaceful music. Oh, there's an angry sentinel already. Piss off. Hey. No. Stay out of my way. Sentinels aren't really that much of a threat. You just walk. You can walk past them, just keep walking, and they don't screw with you at all. I think they might in these cutscenes, though. not. Oh shit, they do. Yeah, that's a bummer. I wish they'd fixed that. I like this planet. Pretty sweet. This moon, anyway. Those things are gonna try eating me. Maybe not. That's fearful too. Oops. Should use triangle. Fly my weapon. Nope, they're cool. Oh, this game is so good. Can't scan. Get a little closer. Oh my god, that peacefulness. Whoa. This is actually the first time since starting this game file that I've found a peaceful planet. I mean, yeah, the Sentinels will try to eat me alive, but they are comparatively less threatening than, say, a giant bug-eyed critter that can smack me to death once or twice. That thing's, oh, that's a female. I must have, I don't remember scanning that, but it must be the counterpart to these things. Oh, this game is so good. I could wander for a long time. Though I need Thimium. What rare resource is this? Ooh! This is a good planet. It's got gravitinos everywhere. Good wildlife. Great vistas. I mean, I'd kind of be a silly person not to make this my home planet. Sweet sort of artifacts. That's nice. I haven't seen that in a long time. It used to have a lot more of the, oh my god, it has bluegrass. Oh, I've only seen the red grass so far. Platinum. Chrysonite. Okay. Oh, this planet is good. Friendly critters all around. The only thing that wants to eat me is those damn sentinels. This is good. Yep, this is gonna be my home planet. Sentinel should piss off. Oh man. Let me scan this thing in peace. I should just stay the hell away from these regions totally. These ruins. Seek help, which language? I mean, that's not a very time-taking thing. Time consumptive? What's the word? I don't know. Push. I remember when people were trying to open portals with these things. No purpose still, as far as I know. Except, like, hey, check it out, our badass procedurally generated planet has Havoc built in, which is cool. Planet generator. Oh my gosh. I have to get some pictures, because this place is pretty. Let's see. Oh, maybe that's not the spot. I don't know. I'm getting kind of pooped. Yeah, let's, that lighting. Anyway, let's see, life support. Tiny bit of premium still. Let's, I gotta run off here. That thing will shoot me while I'm trying to use my signal booster. Hopefully that's not an angry. Yep, okay. Nice stack of plutonium. Okay. Ironic. What I need is here. Oh. Alright, you can still move in cutscenes. Didn't like it very much that time. Hey buddy. I'm gonna come back and feed you later. Zinc, plutonium. Zinc is good. I like that this place has Gravitino balls. I need to find one of the coolest planets I've ever found in the entire duration I've played this game was... It's like a rocky, molten kind of planet. Oop, I almost got slapped. But it was a rocky planet. It was actually before they had dead planets. But it was kind of like a dead planet, except it was really, really hilly. And had vortex cubes all over the damn place. They didn't appear on the scanner, but you could usually see one from the next, or from the previous one. So if you just ran with confidence from hilltop to hilltop, vortex cubes as you went along, and the whole time you'd be chased by robot dogs. And it was a lot of fun. Let's see, I forgot the controls. Take screenshot, yeah, that's right. It's just the share button. This game is so good. Whoa, those things are huge. that Thamian? What the hell is that? Yeah, it looks like Thamian, but it seems bigger. That is Thamian. That is weird. Like gigantic Thamian. Oh, yes. What was the... I thought... This is where you could hold, like... Oh, hold on, it's not down. Okay, aluminum. That's pretty sweet. Hello there. Oh, scared me. Those are big. Yes. This is awesome. Claim the hell out of it. This thing is way cool. I need I need iron. Yep. Too funny. Not much. Return to your base. I'm at my base. Oh, okay. Just had to jiggle him to reset it. Accept glass. Right on. You just gave it to me. I believe I do. Oh, apparently not. Did I have a huge stack of platinum, what the hell? I mean, huge enough. Maybe I have to gather more before it... Okay, whatever. I need to get iron anyway. That might be the issue. Oh shit, this place gets hot. Really hot. And there is no freaking iron around here. Like tiny amounts. Yeah, this place gets roasty toasty. Yeah, that's the only problem here. Whoa, this is a cool storm. It's like boiling water. I need some iron for crying out loud. Get inside. Ow, jeez. That was quite the hit. That really wasn't a lot of iron. I forgot they added that. Tricky, tricky. Landing pad, please. Where is it? I don't think he has one. Yeah, I think I just have to earn it. That's a bummer. Man, it is still toasty out there. That was one hell of a storm.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
This might not be, I might need to search for another habitable base here, because this one is really, like, there's not much out here. Oof. I think what I'm going to do for now, though, is save my game and call it a night, because I am kind of tired. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I just glitched it a bit.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Or it's just taking time to adjust the storminess. I don't know. I don't know. I let you cube over there. Okay. I need amium and carbon. I mean, there's carbon, but nitrogen. Go away, robot. That's good right there. And there's, yeah, this might be okay. I'll bet there's enough iron around here. Oh, unless it's all detrium, yeah. That would not be good. Yeah, this might be okay. I just have to wander for a minute outside my base.
Technology recharge.
Cool. Well, I suppose. Oh, jeez. I don't have enough plutonium on me. Well, whatever. I'm gonna call it good for the night. Thank you for watching, those here right now, and any potential people who show up later. It's been a pretty fun journey. I'm glad to have found such a peaceful planet, with the, of course, with the caveat that those little shits chase me around. But that is to be expected. Given it's, you know, it's a nice planet with valuable resources.
Units received.
I wonder if that gives me anything else. I don't know. But this place also has Star Bulb, which is pretty good. So I'll have to get a vehicle bay built next time and really explore the place and see what I can find. Hopefully it's richer than it looks from here, because right here it looks like friggin' Mars, but you know, this system in general is not bad. The ice planet that I came from is pretty sweet. Boiling puddles. That is cool. I've never seen that description. Anyway. Yep. Thanks again for watching. Have a nice night, or day, or whatever time it is where you are.